So, welcome, people. Just listen to the press conference. Finally, Meslier to be dropped. This is good news for me personally, for the team. It's got to be good news. I was going to do something before the press conference regarding Meslier and regarding Daniel Farke. My feeling was that Daniel Farke wasn't putting the side before himself. I felt he were making decisions about the squad out of stubbornness to be proven right. The worry was he was going to stick with Meslier. Now, obviously, there's been reports that he was offered a goalkeeper in January. I think Ben Cross, which is surprising me, and he said no. That's even after the mistakes that Meslier's made this season, it's definitely cost us 6 points. But you can look past and into other games at saves he should have made that have probably cost us more points. You can understand the frustration from Parag. Because he's obviously taken our manager's thinking on board, and it's not paid off. There's reports coming out. Parag was sat on his own after the game against Swansea, contemplating. Too much at stake not to get promoted this season. Financially, I've said it before. Financially, it would a gamble not to buy in January. Fine, we've been through a fantastic run, and everyone's saying, "Yep, we didn't need to do it." But there was always that worry that there'd be a drop off, and when that drop off came, questions would be asked: why we didn't get a new number 9, why we didn't get a number 10 in. Don't tell me, please, don't tell me there's not players out there that is for the Championship. Worry about next season. So Parag's offered Daniel Farke the chance to get a new goalkeeper. He didn't. And then he had to sit there and watch the performance he did. Now, don't get me wrong. Meslier played well in the first part of the Swansea game. Man of the match performance. But then he drops it. Now everyone's saying, "Oh, he's like a confidence. He's got no confidence." No, I don't believe that, because he was having a fantastic game. You've just saved the penalty. Your confidence should have been up here. They were buzzing. We're having a good game. Dropping a ball like that is lack of ability, not confidence, because your confidence should have been up here. So I'm not buying into that. Finally, 7 games to go. Whether it's pressure from the board, obviously we're not going to know that. Daniel Farke has now made the decision to drop Meslier and put Carl Darlow in. Is it going to work? Who knows? If he fails and Carl Darlow makes mistakes, what more can Meslier do? Daniel Farke do? He can't do anything else. We've then got 2 inept goalkeepers. For me, he's dropping Meslier. I'd drop him out of the squad. I'd have Caldalo in goal, and I'd have Alex Cairns as backup. Take him out of the squad. Because there's always that chance now he's going to get put back in. Guarantee something will happen. Caldalo will get injured after 10 minutes, and Meslier will be straight back in. That's such a Leedsy thing to do. So Daniel Farke talked about Meslier. He's had a conversation. He's dropping him. He then went on to talk about what he's done in the past, i.e. the promotion season. Which again gets me thinking, remember, there were no fans there. There were no pressure. Everybody played well. You know? But it's the best decision for the team. But it's also the best decision for Elan Meslier. Listen, I don't hate Elan Meslier. Right now, I don't really want to see him, but I don't hate him. Probably a great lad. Nice French lad. Yeah. But for the good of the team, he needed to come out maybe weeks or months ago. I do feel a bit more positive now about the rest of the season. Daniel Farke's still saying he's 100% convinced. He sees the lads every day. He sees how tight they are, what a good group they are. The fact we've scored so many goals this season, hardly conceded really. And if you take the goals that Meslier's dropped or let in, then we would have an even better goal difference. He's the coolest man in the building, isn't he? Daniel Farke. He's been here before. He's done it. I said a few weeks ago, it must only be a few weeks ago, I'm starting to believe in the guy. You know, everything, he seems to get everything right, but then it all goes to shit a little bit, and then you start questioning. Squad rotation. You know, games like Millwall, when I said, and obviously me and Matty had the conversation, you know, he didn't make any changes. And yeah, okay, games like that, some games like that, I still believe you don't need to. But then the QPR game afterwards, there's a chance to rotate your squad then. You know, bring in larger, play Nonto, because James looks dead on his feet. Solomon's been slightly off form. The good thing is we've got a fully fit squad now. Barring Voba Bamford, they're not far off. But the fact it's not rotated the squad is concerning. It's not, you know, we've had a 2-week international break. Okay, we've had players away. I understand that, right? He's saying he had to play Ampadu. He didn't really. It was a bad call playing Ampadu against Swansea. He's been out so long, you don't rush players back like that. Surely Gruev would have been fine for 60 minutes, then bring Ampadu on. Tanaka maybe been a different story. You know, but then hearing Hamza Chowdhury, Sheffield United, he didn't get back till late, didn't even train, was straight in the squad for the Coventry game and had a fantastic game. Why does it work for other teams but not Leeds United? And this goes down to the preparation for me. And I ain't being funny, only 3 of those players that played against Swansea were away on international duty. What's the rest of the team been doing for 2 weeks? What? They weren't all tired. They've just had a 2-week break with only training. You know, it takes me back to the half-12 kickoffs, how we struggle. Again, is that match preparation then? Is that the preparation before the games? Because it doesn't affect anybody else. Why is it always us? Why is it always us with international breaks? What do the guys do who played against Swansea? What have they been doing for 2 weeks? Questions on the lineup. You know, okay, Byram started at left back. Why is Schmidt not coming in playing? He's more attack-minded. He didn't play the second game for Switzerland, but the first game he played, when playing for Switzerland, he played well. He's played more minutes for Switzerland than he has Leeds United. Crazy decision. Solomon, if you knew Solomon wasn't going to be back till late then, why is he still playing him? Why are you not speaking to Largy 2 weeks before the Swansea game? Largy, you're going to be in for Swansea. Get yourself ready, lad. Mentally. You're in the squad. You're in the team starting lineup. He doesn't. Leaves it to see what conditions some of the players come back in. Make these decisions early if you know they're not going to be back till late. Then the guys are mentally prepared. You know, Largy come on 20 against Swansea, and he looks way off it. It looks like Nonto's going to be starting as well. Nonto's the shining light for me at the minute. You know, he's the only one who seems to look up for it. And Daniel Farke said, we need to get back to dominating games, dominating the ball. We've not done that. We've conceded some silly goals in the past few weeks. Swansea we should have beat. We played bad, but we still should have won that game. But that's down to one man, Meslier. Same as the other mistakes. So you can take a bit of positivity out of the fact we can play bad, but still pick up wins because we should have won. It's a blip in form. On a positive as well, Ampadu, at least he got 60 minutes in his legs against Swansea. Whether we liked it or not, and he shouldn't have started or not, at least he's got that game time and another week of training. Also, we were asked about rotation of the keepers. He's not a big fan of it. He don't like doing it. Does that mean Darlow then's in for the rest of the season? Possibly. I really hope Darlow does well. Please. I don't want to see Meslier. I don't really want to see Meslier playing for Leeds United anymore. I'll be honest. He shouldn't be in here. He shouldn't have been here 2 seasons ago. He should have been sold. Interesting. He also said it was a decision he made, but he'd also had to listen to the rest of the team, especially the defence. He does ask these questions. How are they feeling? They've got no confidence in him. Joe Rodon, no confidence in him. None of the team have. None of the defence have. Look at the faces. You know, I'm hearing notions about Darlow as well. Oh, yeah, but he can't kick as well as Meslier. What? Are you off your head? What are you seeing? You're telling me Darlow can't make a 5-yard pass out front back? He can kick long. That's just a myth. Meslier can't. Look how hesitant he is on the ball. He did it against Swansea. The defenders don't know what he's going to do. He goes left, he puts his foot over it. Goes right. Hesitant. That's not fooling nobody. All that's allowing was Swansea a bit more time to put pressure on the defence, to come forward more. He then gave it to, there was a time, he was so hesitant, he then gave it to Rodon. Rodon didn't really want it. He tries to kick it down line, but Swansea are pressing high already. They've managed to push up still. The gaps close quick because Meslier took so much time. One thing I do see about Kyle Darlow, he puts it on the floor and he passes it out. Simple. He knows what he's doing before he's even got the ball. Right, I'm passing it there. And he does. You know, he's done well for Wales. So nobody said to me he can't pass out from the back. Yeah, I've been really fed up this week with it all because I saw it coming and I didn't want to be proven right. I'm hoping now we've had a week's rest. There's no excuses. We've had a week's rest now. You know, players have had another week's training who are coming back from injury. Ampadu and Nonto with his knock. It's got to be positive. Luton are going to be they're a physical team. But guys, what the 23rd in league? Come on. Yes, it's going to be tough. Everybody races a game. We need to up our game. We need to match that physicality. We need to be confident. We should be confident. We keep saying we're the best team, best squad in the league. I'm not seeing the squad, and that's down to Daniel Farke. But I mean, we have to ask questions about certain players. Joseph again. I don't see the hype. I don't get it. I don't see it. I want him to do well. So I think I'm not going to. I haven't had time to look too much into Luton. I think they've had some good results in past 5 games, but they're still down there. They're still a team we should be beating, even away from home. I think they've got, is it Woodrow? They've got a player missing now as well. One of the key players missing. Squad-wise for me, I think obviously now we know Darlow's in goal. He brings Firpo back in. Bogle will be right back next to Rodon and Struijk. I think it's going to be Ampadu and Gruev back in that midfield. The midfield that started the season. And that's a shame on Rothwell. You can say Tanaka's been off it. He was. And he will probably, partly to blame for the goals against Swansea, kicking it out for a corner where it was a simple back pass. Getting megged by Joe Allen. Not putting in a stronger tackle to stop that ball coming through. As much as I love Tanaka, I can see Gruev and Ampadu coming back in just to tighten things up. Nonto to start in the 10. I think he'll keep James in. Again, he's had a week's rest. I think he'll keep Solomon in, and I'll see Pirro up top. I need a positive result. We need a positive result on Saturday. Mentally, not just for the points, but mentally. We cannot. It's in our hands. We cannot drop into the playoffs. There's some good teams in that playoff spots, and teams that will probably struggle against. Yeah. I'm struggling to even think of a result for this Luton game at the minute, so I'm not going to say one. But the fact Daniel Farke is so confident, maybe that's rubbed off on me a little bit. But I need to see it on the pitch now. We've got a tough game Tuesday against Middlesbrough as well, away game. Every game's going to be tough now till the end of the season. It really is. And I'll take second place right now. I will. I'll take it right now. Hopefully now Sheffield United and Burnley can drop some points to help us. I can't see it, but I'm hoping they do. And 7 games to go. It's not over. And there will be some more twists and turns. Let's hope, though, they're positive for Leeds United. I'll speak to you soon. Ciao.